Okay, it's Mr. Lagarde, and we're going to create our own rotational motion. So in this one I have a dump truck, and so I have the truck, the bed, and 3 circles, which are the wheels. So we'll select all of those, and let's make them a group, and let's call them truck, if I can spell truck correctly. And now let's do one other weird thing though. Let's come in here to where it says bed. Let's also make that its own group. And then let's go inside the bed, click on the word bed, and here's where it gets weird. Let's go new group, let's make it a transformational layer, and let's make it a rotational layer. So there's the rotate layer. Let's grab that point, and that's your pivot point, and let's move that so now we can actually dump the truck. Okay, so let's go back here to truck. We'll just close this for a second, and let's show you what else I've built. So turn the truck off. I've created a sky and a road and made it a group called background, and I've made a pile of dirt, surprisingly. I've also made a digger, and the digger is also interesting because it is made up of the track, the cab, the shoulder, which is this first part. It's made up of what I called the bicep, which is, I guess, anatomy-like. And then forearm is made up of the little forearm, and last is the scoop. Now you'll notice on each one of these I've also placed a rotational layer, but I've also made them so they're inside the previous person's or the previous parts folder or group. And the reason I do that, and I'll show you this in a second, is let's go to the shoulder, and again let's add a new layer, transformational layer, and make a rotation. And again let's move the pivot point. But the cool part is, because I've done that, and all of the other ones are children of the shoulder, that when I rotate that shoulder, the whole thing rotates. And obviously, as far as the digger goes, that's pretty helpful. Okay, so let's just close this up for a second. And let's take the digger and move the digger off for a second. And let's turn our truck on, and we should have colored our truck. Let's move the truck off for a second, and let's put it into animate edit mode. And then here, let's go out to frame 30, and let's back the truck in to the pile of dirt. I should be making like the beep, 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 beep. No, sorry, it's too much, right? And then at this point, let's go out here to frame 48. And let's go into our bed, click on the rotation, and rotate the bed up. Okay, so now let's go back to our first frame. Okay, so at this point, let's now roll in our digger. And then let's go to our digger shoulder. And so now the digger should start digging. Oh, we didn't move that point. So this is rotational motion. Have some fun, create something cool, and get into it. Okay, so let's go to our first frame, see what happens. Truck moves away, digger comes in, and keeps digging. Okay, that's all I have for you. Please try it out, have some fun, and we'll talk to you soon.